Today we are going to start transforming this car, and I'm going to start putting my own slant on her. So we're going to have a look round, do a couple of jobs, and then that'll be today's video on Henrietta, the Rover 75 CDT.
Welcome to Beards and Bangers.
Well, hello there, it's Beards and Bangers, and today I'm with Henrietta at the unit because we're going to do a couple of jobs to her. So number one, we're going to look at the EGR valve and deleting that, and then number two, we're going to look, that's two, that's one, that's two. Number two, we're going to look at changing the wheels. We've got some wheels and tyres all prepped and ready to go, so we're going to get those on her. And we'll have a bit of a wander around as well, because when Simon dropped her off on Sunday at the end of April, I don't know when I'm going to release this video, that's why I'm saying that, didn't really have a chance to look around. The weather was filthy, Penny was playing up, so didn't really have a proper look around her. So we'll do that today and get a couple of jobs done, and I'm going to do them myself. Right, so job number one is to put these Comets, which we've got some intermediate tyres on, Hancocks, I think, no, Firestones, got some Firestones, so I haven't gone for expensive tyres on this one, because it's going to be more doing local stuff. We're not going to be doing high-speed stuff on the motorway. So here are the Comet 16-inch alloys. They're going to replace the MG ZT 16-spoke straights, which are currently on the car, which Simon's painted in this really fancy colour. Hopefully you can see this all right. Conscious a bit dark. I've got some additional lighting. We'll get that on in a sec. Now these are going to go on my 260, so we won't do that today because the 260 is elsewhere. But yeah, they're going to go on like that. I have got the centre caps, which you'd have seen in the video of Simon dropping this car off. He's got these Ferrari style centre caps at the moment, which look pretty nice, I have to say. But we're going to go traditional. So this is the first thing we're going to do, and also it's just to give it a bit more comfortable ride. Obviously with 18-inch wheels, you've got about 45 mil sidewall, and then obviously on the 16s you've got, was it 65 mil, I think, so you just get a bit more comfort from that. We will do a bit of a walk round of the unit on another video, another day, because we're having to sort of invest in a few bits and bobs. So going to put the new trolley jack to use as a low entry one, because Penny's lowered, Austin ZR is lowered, yeah, and I'm sure we'll have another lowered car in here at some point. So I'm going to get set up, and then we'll get one of the wheels changed, see how it looks, and compare it to the others. I'll do the rest off camera. Then we shall get under the bonnet. Right, so mercifully we haven't got locking wheel nuts, so we can just is that the right way? Yeah, why aren't they going anywhere? There they are. Right, it's just not loosen those up. They're quite loose indeed. So we'll just jack the car up. And it's quite a pleasing little jack, this, because it's low entry, but it's also, it was very good value, so that was pleasing indeed. Right, we've got enough clearance there, so we'll just put our bolts carefully to one side. It's a bit sticky on there. There we are, one wheel off. Let's grab a Comet. Right, so that's one. And notice Simon has painted these black, so they do look quite nice like that. We'll just get them, offer them up finger tight, and then I'm actually waiting on a torque wrench because there isn't one here yet, and I do want to get a decent one, but been investing a fair bit in this place already, so I don't want to go spending too much money too quickly, but that all seems fine. So we'll just dugger these up. And then we'll see what it looks like. There we are. Right, we'll torque those up in a little while. So let's drop the car back down again and see what she looks like on these wheels. Right, so here's a first look at Henny. We'll obviously have a proper side-on look in a little while, but that's what she looks like on the Comet. So quite different. Obviously much smaller wheels, but I'm thinking these, you know, these could have been the wheels that came out of the factory on. Haven't managed to get the build data yet for this one, but I think that it'll just look a bit more rovery. And this is nothing personal against what Simon did, because he bought the car with those wheels on. I just think, you know, the right wheels for the car. It's a Mark 1 Rover 75. They're nice looking things. So I just think it's better to have the correct alloys on it, and I think this is probably what it would have had. Did consider Meteors, they're 18-inch, bit more expensive, going to be more kind of cautious, and this car's going to be a bit of a workhorse over the summer. So let's get the others on, and then we shall see what the car looks like in profile in a sec. Final job, now the car's on the ground, all the wheels are on, we've got to torque them up properly. So I think we're 125 Newton meters. So we'll just work round. Yeah, that's all right. And just doing this bit of work today has made me realise how unfit and unused to doing work I am. So
lower arm push, you know, big.
no. Right, so we'll do the rest of the car. Then we'll get her back outside and see what she looks like, and then we shall get on with the EGR valve. Right, so next job is to delete the EGR. Now, if you're watching from another country, it is illegal in certain places to do this. So do be careful if you have got a Rover 75 and you're overseas. Now, I'm not going to get into the benefits and whys and wherefores of doing the EGR delete. It is to get more power, ultimately. But I'm going to put a link up there somewhere to my pal Colin Robson's video, who's done a very comprehensive guide on how to fit an EGR bypass. Now, the one you'll see in his video is a bit different to mine. So with my kit, I've just got a flat or cylindrical bypass that's stuck in the thing like that. So some of them have a little pipe coming out the side, and that's for your breather to go into. With this one, we'll put a bung in the breather, then we'll seal that bung up with a cable tie. So job number one is to get the engine cover off, of course, which has got three, helps me put the socket the right way, three 8mm bolts. So for once, Austin's actually holding the camera and I'm doing the work. So it's a bit of a change, but that's why we've got the unit, so I can do some work, because a lot of you have said to me, you want me to do some work on my own cars. So here you go. Alright, so we'll get this off and then we'll have a look at the EGR gubbins. Right, so engine cover off. We'll get the air filter out of the way, because that gives us access then to the bolts there. So we've got a little, there's a screw here. So let's get this off carefully. So you can see I'm not used to doing that much work, out of breath, fiddling around blindly. Oh, thanks, Austin. You're not supposed to do any work.
They're always broken.
So there's our air intake off. So here's our EGR. So we're going to, this bit here will sit there. The intercooler pipe will go onto there, over that ring, and then bolt up there, and then we'll fit two pens. Probably just see a hose clip there, which is, just notice the fixings in a really awkward location. We'll deal with that in a sec. And then we'll put the two penny washers, which Austin's very kindly holding for me, in there. The breather is here, which we'll take off very carefully because it's like a braided one. And then we shall see if she sounds any different. Okay, so we'll start off here with this. And just be very careful when you're doing everything here. Don't forget, all of this has been very hot, so things might be a bit seized. This actually is very loose, which is good news. We like things loose, don't we, Austin? And he's not rising to that. And this makes me want to invest in a Milwaukee cordless ratchet, because those things are the mutt's nuts. That is coming, nearly there. Right, that's that one off. Let's just quickly. Oh, that's a different. That needs a flat screwdriver. Now, if you've got hoses and they're a bit tight over there, what you can do is get a bit of fairy liquid and just lube them up slightly, but just make sure you wipe it off with some blue roll afterwards. That should be pretty loose. Now, so we'll carefully ease that back. We will get in here and give this a good clean up at some point, because everything's a bit grubby. And then we need a 10mm, I think, for that. But what I will do, you can see Austin's just putting the camera in there. This all gets gummed up. The fact that's gummed up means this is probably gummed up as well. So when this car is serviced, which it will be in the next few weeks, we'll get that off, and we'll get AJF to put that through the parts washer. Right, so I'll just move that little boy off.
It's stuck to the thing. So
Yeah. These are coming off pretty nicely actually, which is good. Can you see that one? We'll guess. There we are. And we've got another one down there, which is awkward. I'm glad this car isn't warm. So I'll get this off, and we'll then hopefully get this all apart, and then we can fit the bypass. So bolts are undone. Don't use an impact wrench, because everything's really soft around here. It's aluminum, as the Americans would say, but this needs backing off a hell of a lot. Nearly. So we'll see this is special. This isn't just a normal Jeep cap, it's like a claw, and that is what will hold the two penny washers together. No, it's still not going. What I don't want to do is lose the oh, come on.
You can just get it over. Can't remember correctly.
Oh. And I have got the wise young head of Austin in my right ear. That should come off now. We'll go this way, be easier. Right, so this should, we've got to pull this breather out. So that just comes off like that. There's no clip on it, anything like that. We can see where that is. So this should just now come off. That is minging. That is what happens when you have an EGR valve on your car. So I'm going to get some blue roll, and I'm not going to do it on camera because it quite frankly is disgusting. There's the inside of the EGR. See it? You can see how clogged up it is. So that is strangling the performance of your car. And the intention with this car is to remap it, and there's no point doing that when you've got that. So we'll just get ourselves sorted out here, and then we'll actually fit the penny washers. We'll fit the bypass, get it all put back together, and see how she sounds. Right, so the two penny washers, the dish side is facing in, so you've effectively got
One facing in, one facing out.
Yeah. So we didn't show you that because it is fiddly. But now we've got to tighten this up and hope that nothing moves around. And this is where I do wish I had a power tool to do this, because it would be a lot quicker. And I'll hopefully not stab the end of my finger with this screwdriver again, because that hurt. Right, so that all looks okay. Let's get quality control to check it. Yeah. Now we'll get a socket on there because that'll make it a little bit easier. What did we say that was? 7? What do you mean? But be careful doing this. One thing I will say is because this flexi section here can get brittle, so we do not want that breaking, because then we've got to do a proper bypass. Right, that's FT. So that's the first bit done. Next bit is to actually offer this up. So what I'm going to do this time is to put the harder ones in first, just because they're going to be bastards.
For my part, I'd do an easy one first to get it in place.
I'll tell you what, I'll take Austin's advice and do an easy one first to get it in place. We'll just finger it first for a little bit, and then right, now we can put these in. So this kit didn't come with a gasket, but this is alloy, so it should be pretty soft and self-sealing. We just get these nipped up nice and tightly. God, I'm going to earn my ginger beer tonight, that's for sure. Right, so I'll get these nipped up and then we'll refit everything, and Bob's your uncle. Right, so we're just nipping these up. That's the last one. Not too tight. And that's in. So just quickly go around, just double check there. No need for a torque wrench or anything like that. That's it. Bob's your uncle. Okay, so that's done. So next job. We've blanked that bit off there. We need to get our little bung, which is up here. I think. No, it's not. Yes, it is. So these, quickly, while we're pausing after that Herculean effort of doing that bit of work, God, I'm going to have a sleep now. If you are going to take this pipe off, which is a faff, you would use that blanking plate with that gasket. We don't need that, thankfully. Comes with 2 bolts, this kit. This is from discounts. I think it's about 30 quid at the moment. So time of filming in early May 2003. Prices do vary. It does come with some cable ties as well. 2024. I'm really... And that bung just sits in there.
This car wouldn't have been made then. 2003.
Ooh, no, it's late 2003, this car. Should we put a cable tie on? I do like a cable tie. Yeah. So cable tie, we'll just get him started. Not easy with long-sightedness. So just over like that. Just go slightly in from the end. As the actress said to the bishop. That's nice and tight. Got a knife somewhere. That's that job done, jobbed. Last job is to refit this, so I think we'll be all right. Oh, that's, blimey. Okay, that was very loose. So we got it over those. Just make sure we get that, get the Jubilee clip past this ring here, which it is. So flatty we'll use for this. So we'll get this done up. And voila, Bob is your uncle. So we'll just nip everything up, and then I'm not going to start the car because I'm like this. So we'll get Austin to. So maybe wearing gloves is a good idea. I'm not a fan of gloves. You probably should wear gloves.
It's probably bad for the skin.
It probably is bad for your skin. I am going to wash my hands straight away, but
All this dirty stuff can cause cancer.
Yeah, so it's nasty stuff. Got to be careful. Obviously, Austin's a professional, so he knows all these things. But personally, I can't work in gloves. It's my risk. If you're going to do this, wear latex gloves, please. Don't copy me.
Barrier cream as well.
Barrier cream, very good idea. So I think there are options out there. I'm just going to nip this up, and then we'll start the car up. Everything's back together. Sam, just show Sam, because we don't see much of Sam. There's Sam. Sam's going to start the car up, so we'll see how it sounds. No different. Give it some beans, Sam. We'll have a little look at the back. Oh yes. So that means we're getting all the exhaust gas is going where it should do, i.e. through the exhaust.
Smells beautiful.
We like that smell, although probably not a good idea. We can turn off now, Sam. There we are. So that's the first part of tuning the car. As I say, make sure you got gloves on. I'll get Sam to pull the car out into the courtyard in a sec, and we'll just see what she looks like. Then we shall wrap up this first episode on doing bits and bobs to Henny. So Sam's going to drive her out, and it's nice to have Sam in a video. Austin gets a lot of coverage, but yeah, so definitely more smoky. So that means a lot of the contaminants that were in all that setup are getting blown out, but we'll give it a good flush. So we've got EGR Delete done. Here are the comets. I think they look, there's Sam smiling, he's a very handsome young man. I think the comets look rather good. I won't road test it today because I haven't got any trade plates here, but I'm expecting, oh, don't forget, 19th of May, Chiltern Hills Rally. Book your tickets before the 9th of May, otherwise you won't get in. Or you can still come, but you have to be in the late entries. Yeah, I think that's going to ride pretty nice. I'm quite happy with that. So there you are, Simon. So work has started on Henny. It suddenly looks like a Rover. I don't know what you think, Austin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looked nice with the wheels Simon had done, but all of a sudden it looks like an old man's car. So I need to get some more grey hair, quick. Did it come on from the factory with these wheels? I don't know. What do you think, Sam?
These or unions?
With these or unions, I'd have thought. So job number one, or two jobs done, but video number one done. I'll walk over to the camera. So thank you for watching. If you want to see what happens with this car or the other projects, there's quite a few over there, then do hit that subscribe button and the bell notification, because it means you get told when these videos are coming out. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, drop a comment, and I'll see you again very soon on the next episode of Beards and Bangers. Thank you to the cameraman, Austin.
Cool.
Goodbye.